Good morning, folks. How are we all doing today? I'm doing all right. I spent the day yesterday cruising around some yard sales, picked up a couple knives, me and my lovely lady, and then this morning we went for a little breakfast at a local breakfast spot, had a good feed, and now she's off, gone for a walk with her dad, and I figured I'd film the video. And seeing as how it's Sunday, I hear it's Sodbuster Sunday, and I believe we credit Mr. HT's EDC for that open tag. Now, I don't have a lot for Sodbusters. I really technically only have one. And anybody who's been following the channel, you've seen it already, but we're going to pop it out real quick, and then I got a couple other knives to look at. So here it is in my new leather slip, courtesy of Mr. Baxter's Blades. I put a little lanyard on it. Probably cut those off short. But just put a little of my own flair on it. And it's the new home for my Browning Sodbuster style knife. Now, like I said, anybody who's been following the channel, you've seen this, so we're not going to go into a deep dive on it. But it's a Browning knife. It's got a nail nick pull, good strong pull on that. Stainless steel blade. Very nice snap into the open position. You can see your, I get the light on it right, your Browning right there. I believe your model number is right there. Just a very nice, very comfortable. It's like a Sodbuster Junior in the dimensions and whatnot. Beautiful wood handle, nice and rounded at the edges. Just feels really nice in the hand. And, you know, no bolsters, brass pins, everything's nice and flush. Fit and finish, really nice. Nice click back into the half stop and a real solid click into the close. Oh, and your blade alignment is quite good. You can see there. So there we go. That's what I've got in the world of the Sodbuster. We'll put that back into its happy new home. Now, the second knife I wanted to throw out here is just more of a kind of a curiosity knife. This is, from what I understand, a Canadian Tire exclusive. It's a 3-blade or 3-tool knife. It's got micarta handles. Nice little pattern on that. The bolsters, in the description, it says copper, nickel, silver materials. So I'm not exactly sure what it's talking about, but if you look here, your bolsters have a slight goldish or yellowish hue to them. And that's not dirt or stain. That's the way they come. Now you can see your brass liners underneath there. They have a much darker color, so I don't know if that's insinuating there's copper, nickel, and silver all mixed into these, but I don't know where else on here there's copper. So anyway, for your first blade, we have your drop point or clip point. And if you look right here, it says Yukon Gear. That comes in about 3 1/4 inches with roughly a 3-inch cutting surface. No half stop. Decent snap on the close. Now your second blade is a gut hook. Decent snap into the opening. That comes in at same about 3 1/3 inches. I'm not going to measure the cutting surface on that, but it's tiny. Okay. Again, no half stop. Decent snap into the close. That's a, you know, light to moderate pull. I don't need the nail nick to pull that. And then your final blade or tool is a saw. Nice draw cut saw. And again, that comes in at about 3¼ inches, 3⅓ inches, and you get just shy of probably 3-inch saw surface. Okay, no half stop, and decent snap into the close. Is that an expensive knife? No. I'd probably sell it in the range of $20 to $30 at Canadian Tire. Fit and finish is pretty good. I don't see much gapping or anything in there. Blade alignment, your clip point rides a little to the show side, and your saw rides a little to the pile side, but you got hooks pretty close to down the middle. So just an interesting little knife, trying to be, I guess, everything you would want a knife to be to take hunting. Would I strictly use it? I don't know. The saw, I think, is probably one of the most useful things on it. But if you need it to, I'm sure it would get the job done, as long as you maintain it well. So that's that. And then just a quick little update. If you watched my video from yesterday, I had picked up this interesting knife. Now, I've yet to find out any information on it. There's literally no identifying marks on it whatsoever. But like I said, I bought it for the interesting locking mechanism. Now, Travis, the case guy, made a comment on it that he thought it had a similar look to a Texas toothpick, which I can see that. The blade isn't the long California style clip, but it certainly has a bit of a toothpick look to it as far as the handle design. I've got it cleaned up some, got some of the tarnish off of the blade. There was a lot of gunk in this one. As you can see, still got that chip break on the end. Now, one thing I'm worrying about is I'm starting to think maybe this was a show style knife, because if you can see it there, and I don't know if you can, it's a little, see where that the chips are? It's a little bit dark in there. I'm starting to wonder if this mirror finish isn't a coating, something you would put on a show knife, a display knife that was never intended to be used. I mean, it's got an edge on it, but just that, you can see it there, just that little bit of darkness in there. I mean, makes me think it's might be a very cheap steel under there with a glossy coating on it, but we will find it when I go to sharpen it. But the action is much improved. There's still a little, it just feels to me like the blade is rubbing against the inside of the liner, but there was a ton of dirt that came out of this. It's got a good snap to the close, and I got it to the point that when I open it, the lever for the lock is springing forward most of the time. Except for that time. Let's try again. There we go. So, don't know if it's meant to do that, but it certainly seems convenient for it to do that. But anyway, as you can see, I got it cleaned up pretty good inside. Got all that gunk out of there. There's still some coming out in the action in the mechanism. I just got to keep working it. I dropped some fresh oil into it. So there's going to be more and more of that keep coming out. But still an interesting knife. I'll keep plugging away at it. Maybe I'll find some information out on it. But I'm starting to think now it's probably just a display blade or a show blade. But anywho, I will keep you updated, and certainly if you have any information that might help me identify it, I'd love to hear it. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to spend the rest of the day with my lovely lady. We're going to go for a walk in the woods, maybe down to a bird sanctuary. And I hope you all have a great Sunday. I hope you checked out Terry's live this morning. I I got partway through it, and then some family showed up, and I couldn't pay attention, but I left it play because I wanted to make sure, he was getting the full view from me. But I'll go back and check out the whole thing later on. Other than that, have a great day. If you like what you see, please hit the like up there. If you have any comments, criticisms, certainly information on that last knife, you can drop a little comment. And if you'd like to see more, because I'm going to keep making videos, whether people watch them or not, so you can subscribe. Alrighty. Y'all take care. Have yourself a fabulous day. And get out there and learn to do something new. Learn a new skill. Become a more handy person so you can help yourself and help others. Because we need more handy people these days. Y'all take care.